We're here in Panama City, Panama, and with the ocean all around the city, one question comes to mind. Where can I get the best lobster sandwich? Our first stop is at the American Trade Hotel, an epic grand hotel, one of the original hotels in old Panama City. Okay, so on first impressions here, I'm seeing a lot of bread, not much lobster. So I'm thinking that the ratio is going to be a little off. There's going to be more bun than lobster filling. Let's have a bite. Let's see how it is. So that's definitely the case. There is definitely more filling than lobster because underneath the lobster, there's a layer of sauteed veg. I see onion, there's some pepper here. So there's definitely more filling than lobster is what I'm seeing here. It's the least expensive of any of the sandwiches that I tried for this video. It's not a bad sandwich. It tastes pretty good. But the problem is, it's just too much bread. There's too much bread, there's too much filling, and there's not enough lobster, in my opinion. You can see here at the end of the meal, there's some bread left over. There's just way too much bread and not enough lobster. So that was the American Trade Hotel's Lobster Sandwich, a $24 sandwich. In my opinion, it just didn't have enough lobster. It had too much bun, not enough lobster. So next, we're going to check out Catch, and we're going to see what their lobster sandwich is all about. So here we are at Catch. We ordered the lobster sandwich. Okay, so the lobster sandwich arrived and it came with a side of coleslaw, which I thought that was nice, and a nice serving of fries. So first impression of the lobster roll sandwich, the glistening bun, the hot dog bun, it's calling out to me. You can just see the lobster overflowing in this bun here. Let's have a bite. Let's see how it is. Okay, first impression, I can definitely taste the lobster. I think there's a bit of cilantro in here. I can taste a bit of cilantro. I can see brunoise of celery. But that's about it, guys. There's not much filler in this sandwich. It's basically all lobster, and that's what you want in a lobster sandwich. This is good. I'm really liking this. The fries are nice. The coleslaw is delicious, and it adds a bit of a sour element to the experience. So yeah, definitely well balanced. And the lobster sandwich here at Catch was $26. And last but not least, we have CasaCasco in Casco Viejo. It's a multi-floor complex with different restaurants on each floor, and we are going to go to Kobore, which is on the main floor, the street level, and order their lobster sandwich. So the lobster sandwich just arrived, and I'm seeing two sandwiches here, and they're both filled with lobster. So first impression, they're trying to make it seem like there's more of something, more of the lobster. There was so much lobster that we couldn't fit it in the roll, so we had to give you two rolls. Well, no, I'm thinking that there's going to be more bun, more bread than lobster. Kind of suspicious at this point, so let's take a bite, see what it's all about. So it's not bad. It tastes pretty good. It has a bed of lettuce underneath, but the real problem is with these yuca crisps. The yuca crisps have been tossed in, I think it's Lowry's seasoned salt. It's just way too overpowering. There's way too much of the Lowry's on here. All I'm tasting is Lowry's at this point. Okay, so yeah, so definitely the bread is dry. I'm not going to finish the whole two buns. It's just way too much. They could have just, maybe used a longer bun, or maybe even hollowed out some of the bun on the inside so that they could have just used one bun and have it overflowing with lobster instead of making it, two lobster rolls. This one was $30, guys. $30 for this lobster sandwiches. To grade this sandwiches, we come up with a 4-point grading system. The first one is lobster flavor. A 1 would be hardly any lobster flavor. 5 would be bam, in your face lobster flavor. The second grading system is bun to lobster ratio. Is there more bun? Is there more lobster? A lower ranking score would be too much bun. A high ranking score would be lots of lobster. The third grading system is overall presentation. How did it look? And accompanying garnishes and sides. And the last one is value. Was it worth it? So let's start to grade these sandwiches and see who has, in my opinion, the best lobster sandwich in Panama City. First is the American Trade Hotel. So for lobster flavor, I would give it a 3. I don't think it was too lobstery. And with the layer of sauteed vegetables, it kind of just took away from the flavor of the lobster. And for the bun to lobster ratio, I'm going to say that's about a 2. There was definitely way too much bun. There was more bun than lobster, especially considering that there was the layer of sauteed vegetables. Overall presentation, I'm going to give that a 4. It looked nice. There was some microgreens on top. There looked to be some sort of avocado-based sauce as well. Value, well, I guess it was all right. It was the least expensive sandwich out of any of the other sandwiches that we tasted here for the video. So for value, I'm going to give it a 3. So that's a grand total of 12 out of 20 for the American Trade Hotel's Lobster Sandwich. Next up, we're going to grade Catch's Lobster Sandwich. Okay, lobster flavor. I'm going to give that a solid 4. You could definitely taste the lobster. Everything was there to improve the lobster's flavor, not detract from it. Bun to lobster ratio, I would say that's a solid 5. It was overflowing. There wasn't too much bun. The bun that was there was buttered. And overall presentation, I would say 5 as well. There was coleslaw. Value was $26. I would say that's a 5 as well. Definitely good value for the money. Lots of lobster. Nice sides with the fries and the coleslaw. So for $26, I think this is a great value for this sandwich. That's a grand total of 18 for Catch's Lobster Sandwich. And finally, we have the lobster sandwich at Kobore in CasaCasco. Lobster flavor, I'm going to give that a 3 because it tasted lobstery, but then once you had the yuca fries with the Lowry's, it just obliterated my taste buds. Yeah, before I had the Lowry's, I would say it was a 3, but after Lowry's, it would probably be a 1. So we'll say 3 just to be generous. Next up is bun to lobster ratio. So definitely they loaded up on bun and were kind of a little skimpy on the lobster. So I would give that a 2 for bun to lobster ratio. Overall presentation, it looked nice. I would say that's a 4. It had some side sauces and the yuca crisps. There was lots of them, but they were just way too blanketed in the Lowry's. And for value, I'm going to give that a 3. It wasn't too bad in terms of the value, but it was just way too much bun. You know, figure out your bun situation, guys, and hollow out the bun. Get a little bit longer of a bun, and, you know, don't load up the plate with 2 buns because it's just way too much. So that gives us a grand total of 12 for Kobore. So we actually have a tie. We have a tie for second, third place, which is American Trade Hotel and CasaCasco, both of which are in Casco Viejo, the old part of Panama City. And then our clear winner is Catch with a total of 18, guys. 18 out of 20. And that is my opinion only. Thanks for watching another Cook's Tour as we searched for the best lobster sandwich in Panama City. If you liked our video, please be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and comment down below. It definitely helps us with the old algorithm, and we'll see you next time as we continue the search for the perfect meal.